spin-offs.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yes. And in fact, the surprising lack of them in the Anderson universe, considering how many shows there have been.
Ah, yeah.
Well, several Anderson spin-off shows were indeed considered over the years, and there are at least 3 that we know about.
Are there?
Would you like to hear about them? Because that's pretty much what I'm going to do.
Well, I suppose we ought to then.
Yeah, okay, fine. Let's start with this first sort of kind of Maya spin-off, maybe to be produced alongside a 3rd season of Space 1999.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's possible that had both of those gone ahead, Maya would have been removed from 1999 altogether to star in her own show. Believe it or not. It's hard to see how she could have been on Moonbase Alpha and also off having her own adventure elsewhere, but not impossible.
Prequel or a sequel, maybe?
Maybe she could have done both. Yeah, they could have been set at different points in time.
Yeah.
But the Maya show probably would have absorbed some of the budget from the 3rd season of Space 1999. So instead of a 24-episode season of 1999, there might have been, for instance, 12 new 1999s and 12 of this new Maya show.
Oh.
The main source for this rumour seems to be none other than Maya herself, Catherine Schell, who says that a Maya show was at least discussed with her, and she would have continued playing the character wherever they wanted her to. But obviously, there was no Maya show. There was no 3rd series of Space 1999, so sadly, none of this ever happened.
No, never happened. No, it's true.
So, something else that never happened. It's great to have a list of things that never happened.
Yes, it could go on for quite a while, couldn't
At least not until much later was an animated Terrahawks spin-off, Zeroids and Cubes. Mm-hmm. Originally devised by Kevin John Davis, who produced the show's opening titles and closing titles, as well as Einstein's video game by doing all sorts of amazing hand-drawn animation stuff.
Yes.
He did several other things as well, including the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy radio show.
Did.
This animated series would have featured 0101 and New Zeroids, Brigadier Bill Billion, and Space Sergeant 1000, aka Grandad, fighting Zelda's cubes. An all-new cast of characters including Cube Roots, Cube Ridge, and femme fatale Rudy Cube would have been included. Unfortunately, Dad and Christopher were not really that interested, so it never got made. Now, in 2015, we did do a little pilot with Dave Lowe of IDO, or IDO Animation. I'm going to say IDO, which was Zeroids versus Cubes, which you can find on our YouTube channel. We did some bits and pieces there. Now, unfortunately, there were some personal circumstances which meant that we had to put a lid on things, and then, we all got rather busy doing other bits and pieces. But never say never for further episodes of Zeroids vs. Cubes, because it was quite fun. The final potential spin-off in our list today actually made it to the pilot stage.
Oh.
And if you're a Terrahawks fan, you've probably already seen it.
Mm-hmm.
The episode Cry UFO was devised as a pilot for a potential Stu Dapple spin-off show.
Right.
Now, if you've seen the episode, it just about works as a one-off, establishing Stu's day-to-day life, his job at Andover Record Studio, problems with the law, and of course his mother, Stuart, she said, something like that. Anyway, I didn't do the voice, obviously. But it's hard to imagine a full series of Stu just blundering into strange situations week after week without giving him a bit more of a purpose or a goal to work towards. Great fun as a one-off, but again, that idea never went beyond a single episode. So, there you go. 3 Anderson spin-offs that never quite made it. But it's fun to imagine them, and also other possible spin-offs. Certainly, the most obvious example would be a Lady Penelope show, or a Zero X show, or a London Airport show, just to pick some examples from Thunderbirds alone. But if anyone out there has any ideas for an Anderson spin-off, then do please let us know. Not because we want to steal your ideas or make them, we're just interested in your thoughts.
No, heaven forbid.
Because there are all sorts of things to prevent us making them anyway. So, obviously, Richard, you would be up for Officer Oren, the spin-off series, or Space Precinct on Ice, which you've mooted
Indeed. I'm ready. I've got the skates.
Times.
I've literally got my skates on for that. So I booked the arenas.